Hello, hello. Hi, I'm Lolli Ppoppo. Thanks for coming to my Twitch stream. My first one. Green Yoshi, thank you so much for being the first person and keeping the chat warm. Appreciate it. So happy to see you over from Iriam. And now here you are. Thank you. I like this one. I might blend a little too much into the background, but I don't mind. It's called Sweet Matcha. So I hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a good week. Yeah. Hope you're gearing up and ready for the Thanksgiving holiday coming up. If you observe it. My work is already pretty checked out, I would say. Or maybe not all of my work, but I did not hear from a lot of people this week, so but yeah, no, it's kind of crazy. It's like it's going fast and slow, you know. It's just kind of like, oh, you know, at this point it's like, oh, you know, where's this week gone? And then when I kind of put into context that it's like, oh, it's you know, happening. I have, you know, like I gotta like make preparations and like think about stuff. So, but Green Yoshi, yay, yes. I love Thanksgiving, so I'm pretty excited. But yeah, I'm excited about this game today too. 9-Rip. I'm not sure if you know too much about it. I have tried to keep, you know, I have tried to keep it down to a minimum what I'm exposing myself to. Oh, the music's too loud? Ah, thank you so much, Green Yoshi, for letting me know. So let me sort that out. Let's sort that out on the fly. Okay. Good to know, good to know. Oh yeah, my desktop audio is like really high. Okay, is that better? Let me get a little closer to the mic too. Maybe that'll help as well. So, yay! Thank you so much for the feedback, Green Yoshi. I really appreciate it. I'm so happy to see you. Just because I like sharing in these things with you, I know that you are an appreciator of fine, the fine arts, the fine character art of handsome men. Yay. That's what we're calling it, the fine arts now. So, yeah, no, so I learned about this. I went to Anime Expo for the first time ever this year, and there was a special event from the publisher of this game. And so, yeah, I was like, okay, let's give it a go. Like they were advertising it, but they had standees, they had cool, you know, special like goodies that you could buy. So what I do know about it is it's got some intrigue and a supernatural element to it from the bits and pieces that I've gathered. So yeah, let's go ahead and just jump into it, and we will we'll watch the opening intro, see how it goes. Most of the time, these games, this publisher is known for, you know, really putting out a lot of games that are great quality, great voice acting. So, yeah. All right, let's go. Let me turn my music off. Boop. Here we go. That's me. Alrighty. All right. The supernatural work is a work. Sorry about that. Okay, I turned the audio down a little bit, and then I wasn't speaking, so that's probably why you didn't hear me. But okay, hopefully, at least it is kind of loud, huh? All right, thanks for the feedback. Okay, it did just suddenly get. All right. I don't know if it's one of the ones that I have to like not touch it. The game's still loud. Okay, let me see. Let me press a button and see if it gives me the ability to like. Here we go. Okay. Let's go to option. Sound. Music. Music's not even at full blast. Okay. How's this Green Yoshi? Better? Good? Bad? Let's put movie up really loud though. Okay. Well, let's listen to spoiler, let's listen to this guy. Better? Okay. Thanks.
聖者に怖がられるのは慣れているから気にしなくていい。
I like that they always put the voices at full volume out the gate. That's what I want. I want to hear their voice. Nar! Nar on spoiler? Yeah, okay. I heard one guy's voice. Alright. Okay. The system volume? Oh, okay. Oh, this. Okay. System settings? What do you mean? Like the sound effects? Oh, the guy was too loud.
聖者に怖がられるのは慣れているから気にしなくていい。
Oh, the switch itself is too loud. Okay. Huh. Interesting. Okay. Okay. Got my mic volume. Oh, okay. I got it. It's me. Okay. Got it. How's that? That should be it now. Okay. Interesting. Blah. Okay. All good now? Better? Okay, yeah, let's hear him.
聖者に怖がられるのは慣れているから気にしなくていい。
このまま手を引っ張ったら、こちらに連れてこられるのかな。
Awesome. Yay, Green Yoshi. Thank you so much. I realized where my error was. Like, so I'm looking at my screen and I had two audio inputs, my desktop audio and then the Switch audio. So that's why I was just kind of like, oh, I turned it down, but I did not. So it was me. So appreciate the feedback. Woohoo! Okay. So this music can go up teeny tiny bit. The movie, you want the movie loud? Oh man. Ooh, I'm excited about these voices. Yeah. Let's just hear all their voices.
聖者に怖がられるのは慣れているから気にしなくていい。
That's cutie, huh? And then, I mean, even though we'll probably meet them all in the intro, but maybe, I don't know. The last game I played, it took forever to meet everybody, so.
このまま手を引っ張ったら、
That's Hibiki.
こちらに連れてこられるのかな。
That's Koyo. Yeah, main guy is always red, and you probably don't get to play him out the gate. He's usually true ending or something. Not always, but yeah.
僕まだまだだな。
That's
君もファンになるくらいもっと頑張らないと。
待ってるよ。二人きりの夢の世界で。
Oh, cute.
私は H.O. で大看守として働いています。聖夜と申します。
これは面白い人の子だ。
今日からてめえは俺の犬だ。禁忌を犯した代償を払ってもらうぜ。
僕にはトウカっていう名があるので、そう呼んでください。
私がそばにいるから大丈夫。ここでゆっくり休みなさい。あなたは大丈夫？大きな悩み。変えてない？
It's got all the characters in it, it looks like. I have no idea. Like, I've only seen the main other folks. Save settings. Proceed? Yes. Okay. Alright, actually, let me take a look. Game mode, sound, buttons, got it. Got it. Okay. Didn't know if there was anything else. There's a manual. That, yeah. Memories, we don't have any of those. And then from the start, let's go.
ねえ、知ってる？カラン、カランと音色を立てて、落としてなくした自分を求めて、血の色に満ちた校舎の中をいつ果てるともなくさまよい歩く。刀を携えた殺人鬼、カラカラさんの話を。
Oh, I have to say gara gara. Thoughts. Oh, it looks like. Okay.
そう。この成見ヶ浜高校に古くから伝わる有名な七不思議。
Narimigahama, a town where the protagonist resides. A very beautiful town, thanks to urban development. It's so convenient, you only need to get on one train to get to the city. The local high school the protagonist attends, the campus is huge, with the main and sub-campuses. It's quite famous for its 7 wonders. It is occasionally featured on online forums. Well, this is already giving me 7 Scarlet vibes. Kind of a horror supernatural-esque intrigue level.
校舎のすべての窓に夕日が差す黄昏時。女子生徒が一人で校舎に残っていると、どこからか聞こえてくるんだって。カラカラカラカラカラカラと刀を引きずりながらさまよい歩く音が。でもね、その音が聞こえてきたら決して振り向いちゃいけないの。
Yo boy. Why?
もしも一度でも振り向いてしまったら、カラカラさんはこう尋ねてくる。
俺は何をした？
Okay.
答えられなかったり、間違った答えを返したりしたら、手に持った刀を振るって、綺麗な紅の花を咲かせるんだって。
It's crazy. や the end. He got murdered. Don't worry.
部屋の窓辺に君と似た記憶の影を諦めきれずこぼれた涙に目感じむ冗談だよって言った私の髪撫でて好きだよって言っ
All right. Intrigue out the gate. Like I said, very good looking artwork. A suitor for everyone. As the setting sun cast a yellow glow over the classroom, a deathly silence fell upon us. We were the only two left there. From the field outside, the shouts of the soccer team drifted in, faint as they echoed to our ears. My best friend, Sayaka Hida, with eyes gleaming, leaned forward over her desk. Sayaka Hida, the protagonist's childhood friend. At school, the two are basically inseparable. Normally bright and energetic, she can also be mentally unstable at times. She also wants to go to Seigen University with the protagonist. She loves the occult. Okay, visually 4 of them seem interesting to you? Okay. Give me a second. Let me see if I can guess. I don't have a lot of data points. I know that you like Vin, and I know that you like Raphael. Let's see. Who's visually interesting? Red hair. That's Kureha. I would guess that one. There was a kind of a I'm not sure if you're a long-haired fan. Maybe? I feel like you liked the Zane long hair. Oh, not red hair? Okay. All right, long hair, maybe. Cat boy, maybe. I don't know about that. I think the green guy looked cool with the little, long hair. There was a blonde long hair one. What was his name? Let me see. Long hair. Oh, no, not... You know what? Maybe okay, green. Okay, I got one. I was naming a bunch, and I was just like, wait a minute, those are the ones that I like. And so... so maybe... We've got some overlapping Venn diagram circles, but... oh, it looks like the Monster Energy drink. That's so true, he does. Let's see. Okay, so the one that's after the red-haired guy who looks like a yandere, the one who gave a really intense look in the mirror. You see his reflection, but then he gets a real intense look. Maybe? I feel like that might be okay. Is it the white-haired guy? The white-haired guy. I could see that. No yandere. Okay, so I just picked completely wrong. So basically the Well, I actually don't have a complaint about too many of them. Maybe there's a little blondie one that looks, real, let's see, real sassy. So not the second white-haired guy. Let me see. Can we... Oh, no, that's not what I meant. Let's see. Is there a way to pull it up? Here? No, I guess not. Oh, man. Shorter hair white guy. Okay. But not the blondie one. There's a guy with tendrils. We'll find him. Got an image of them all. Well, it's funny you say that. So let's do the eye doctor test. Okay. Number 1, number 2. Number 1, number 2. Okay, so you said not the red-haired guy. But it looks... So there's that. That guy, that's Kureha. This one's Koharu. So... he's got long hair. Okay, so purple. Okay. Yeah, he does have a very cool look to him. So I bet he's very intense. Okay, this guy, the monster, you can fix him. Green Yoshi. Okay, green monster energy drink for Green Yoshi. Here we go. Okay. This one, this guy right here. Yeah. So this one, when I heard his voice, it's like, he sounds like so many anime boys that I like in series. Like, he almost sounds like old Yuki and no, crazy guy. Too crazy? Okay. Maybe I have a type. This one, Yukimoto, this long-haired one. Like, he looks... I don't know if I'm biased, too, because I met the voice actor for this one, and he was very, very handsome in real life, too. So, it's kind of a nice bonus. Okay. This one? The blondie one? Oh, from Honkai Star Rail. Yeah. Okay, not this. Yeah, this one is the one that I was like, he sounds too, like, not even sassy. Like, just, like, arrogant is how he sounded. At like, the little teeny clip that I got. Okay, this guy, this is the blonde-haired guy the white-haired guy, that I was thinking. The little tendrils. So, there's that. Yeah. Okay, and then this one, the yandere in the mirror. But look, he's got a flower for me. So nice. Oh, oops. Let me turn my volume down. Okay, and then just him. Yeah. Okay. I think those are all of them. So okay. I guess we'll see. Well, hopefully it's the same formula as most of these games where we meet all of them in the first chapter, and then we gotta pick.
ね、怖いでしょ？怖いよね。
This is our best friend. She likes the occult. Yeah, gotta do a personality test. Yeah, I feel like, yeah, I need to do one too, because it's just like, I definitely feel like it's not on purpose, but sometimes with these games, like, I don't know if it's like a Rorschach test and it's like saying more about me as a person. It's just like, this one's emotionally unavailable. This one. Without even knowing this game, I probably picked it. but hopefully this is a game that has girl best friends. Because sometimes these games are like, yeah, like girl power, and then other times they're just like, no, everybody hates you and is your enemy. Yeah, a little bit, I guess. If he's asking, what have I done? Do you think that means he has amnesia?
そう言われてるんだけど、どうして記憶がないのかは語られないところなんだよね。ホラー話あるあるで考察して楽しむってわけ。ね、あなたならどう考える？
A groupie? I don't know yet. She's definitely into the occult, is what the little thing said. But I don't know if it's a one-sided crush or something. I don't know. I just feel bad for him. Did I miss something? I mean, since he died, he's been wandering, searching for his memories. It's sad. Are we talking about a TV show? Let me see. No, skipping.
でも殺人鬼だよ。
Okay, somebody's a murderer. Yeah. Oops. Sorry, I'm pressing all the buttons. Well, yeah, when you put it that way. You said it's one of the school's 7 wonders, but it doesn't really have anything to do with the school. Oh, okay. So there's lore around the school. So kind of like the, equivalent of high school urban myths. Yeah. Yeah, great Yoshi. That is a pretty standard formula.
それには諸説あるんだよね。警察に追われていた連続殺人鬼が学校に逃げ込んだとか、あとは
Her Her arms waved passionately as she spoke. I couldn't help but smile at her enthusiasm. I'd been friends with Sayaka for longer than I could remember. I just can't keep up with how much she's into all this occult stuff.
なあ、またそんな呆れた顔してる。少しは信じてくれてもいいのに。
Sorry. I guess I'm just preoccupied right now. Sayaka huffed and pouted her cheeks. I usually did a better job of playing along, but today... I pulled out the survey from inside my desk, and Sayaka's eyes gleamed with surprise.
まだ出してなかったんだ。提出は来週までだから時間はあるけど、何かあったの？
I just need a little more time to think.
考えたいって、聖銀大学が第一希望じゃないの？
Yeah, we agreed, we're besties. It was, but I don't know. I'm just not sure anymore. At least, that's how I feel now.
そんな。だって、あなたのお母さん、進学は聖銀大学だっていつも言ってたし、あなたもそれに賛成してたじゃない。
Well, yeah, I guess, but...
それじゃあ、あなたの希望はどこの学校なの？
Oh, we're making our friends so sad. I know we shouldn't, live for, we don't have to do everything for everyone else, but she does look really sad, because it does seem like we were on board up until now. It was September of my second year in high school, a time when all students looked toward their future, and my future stared blankly back at me. A blank sheet, void of any direction. What can I do? What do I want to do? I still had no answers to these questions.
ねえ、大丈夫？
Sorry, just got lost in thought. I could at least write my name on the paper. Oh, I could be Misa, or I could be me. Edit. Alright. Oh, I can only do 8 letters. That'd just be Lolli. Lolli. I could be LolliPop. I wouldn't be Lolli Ppoppo, but I could be LolliPop. I'll do that. No. I'll just be Lolli. Because Ppoppo sounds really good. Lolli. Lolli Ishiki. Look at me. I have my student ID that looks like a fancy passport. When I finished writing my name, I let out a small sigh. Only my name. Everything else was blank. My mom's been trying to get me to go to medical school at Sagan University for a while now. I had no desire to do so. So much so that it became uncomfortable to talk with her these days. And so, I merely stared at the blank paper.
まずい、私今日塾だった。
Sounds like you gotta go. I'll clean up and head out too.
一緒に帰る約束だったのにごめんね。お詫びに明日は引きずり鏡の話語ってあげるから楽しみにしてて。
No, you really don't have to do that.
それじゃまた明日。あ、もしカラカラって音がしても絶対振り向いちゃダメだからね。
Oh, here we go.
刀を持った血まみれの男に注意。
Karakara, the serial killer known as Karakara, is one of the 7 wonders of Naremigahama High School. A supernatural being whose entire body is covered in blood. The story says he drags his sword and wanders the halls. Rumor has it that if you sense someone behind you and turn to face him, you'll be slashed by his sword. Ugh. As full of life as ever. couldn't help but laugh at Sayaka, or as Sayaka dashed off in a hurry to place the blank paper in my bag. Oh, sorry, I read that all wrong. I placed the paper in my bag. Career path survey, something the protagonist has been stressing about. The due date is drawing near, but she hasn't been able to decide what she wants to do with her future. She feels unable to have a discussion with her mother about it. Did I forget anything? I double-checked inside my desk and left. Whoa. Staring out at the scene in front of me, I involuntarily let out a gasp. The walls, the floor, the ceiling. The whole hall was bathed in an eerie golden glow. It looked so different than usual.
校舎のすべての窓に夕日が差す黄昏時。女子生徒が一人で校舎に残っていると、どこからか聞こえてくるんだって。
A shiver ran down my spine. This is all thanks to Sayaka's stupid story. I shook my head to compose myself and began to walk slowly forward. Uh-oh. Kara kara! Kara kara! Hmm? Oh, I don't like that. I tried to move, but my legs froze. When I left the classroom, I was certain there was no one else in the halls. Or at least that's what I thought. But I was sure I felt a faint sigh brush past my ear and a cold chill envelop my body. Someone was with me. Someone behind me. I was convinced with every fiber of my being. No, I can't turn around. If what Sayaka said is true, and I turn around now, I remained frozen for what felt like an eternity. She's gotta walk in the hall and find a killer boyfriend. Felt a faint breath caress my cheek, and then as though it were all a dream, it was gone. Fearfully, I turned around to see. Nothing. There was nobody there. No creepy ghosts, no sword-wielding killers. And at the same time, the golden twilight had faded, casting the halls into spreading darkness. I guess it was my imagination? The words slipped out unintentionally. But what if there was a reply from the shadows? The thought filled me with unease. I need to head home. Yeah, red guy winning us over right out the gate. I'm okay with that. It's nice to look at. With my heart racing, I hurried out as fast as my legs would carry me. Ooh. Okay, that was the prologue. Despite being spooked by every shadow and stranger I encountered along the way, I finally made it home safely. Yeah, I would be a very panicked mess, for sure. As I flung myself into the house, I realized my back was drenched in sweat.
Oh, Kairi, waga imoto!
Oh, that's our big sister. We don't have the same hair color. Hi. A wave of relief washed over me when I saw my sister's face. Tsubasa Ishiki, the protagonist's older sister, a reliable and strong-willed woman with an active personality. The Ishiki sisters both have a tendency not to rely on others, for better or worse.
おい、そんな息切らしてどうしたんだ？まさか変質者でもいたか？
In a sense, maybe.
くそ野郎、私がとっ捕まえて。
Wait a minute. I grabbed her arm to stop her, but she moved with such force that she ended up dragging me.
止めるな！あんたに怖い思いさせておいて野放しにできるかっての！
Sorry, no, it's not like that. Sayaka told me a ghost story and it really creeped me out. That's why I ran home.
だってあんた変質者って。
Well, when I left school today, I just had this really creepy thing happen. That's why I answered like that. Saying it out loud, I felt even more embarrassed. Who in high school gets scared by ghost stories? I glanced over at my sister, who simply sighed.
ま、何もなくてよかったよ。ほら、着替えてこい。
Right. Hey, is Mom home yet?
ああ、まだなんだよな。今日のシフトを見るに、もう帰っていてもおかしくないんだけどな。
I see. Maybe there was an emergency. My mom worked as a nurse at the nearby university hospital, and the time she got home varied depending on her shift. Anyway, I should get changed. Oh, this family seems happy. Let this not be a tragedy, please. In my room, I changed out of my school clothes and started to organize my desk when the blank sheet from before fell to the floor. Ah, yikes! I quickly picked up the paper and stashed it in a desk drawer. Truthfully, I hadn't mentioned the paper to my sister or Mom yet. If I told Mom about it, she'd...
おーい、ちょっといいか？
Yeah, come in!
聞きたいことがあってさ、私の仕事のことなんだけど、店のレイアウト任されたから参考になるもんいろいろ調べてたんだよ。
It's your day off and you're thinking about work?
社畜ですから。っていうのは冗談で、仕事してる時が一番楽しいから休みでも考えちゃって。
Oh, that's good. That sounds just like you. So, what are your big plans for the store layout?
女子高生的には入り口にハイブランド品とセール品ならどっち置いた方がいいと思う？
Me? I'd prefer the sale items up front. I find it intimidating to walk into stores filled with expensive stuff.
ほうほう、なるほどね。サンキュー！参考にさせてもらうわ。
My sister nodded and began jotting something down on her phone. My sister worked as a store clerk at a chain apparel store that was popular with high school girls in the city. She always loved fashion and managed to turn that passion into a job. I often went to her for advice about clothes. In fact, she had helped me pick out most of my wardrobe and cosmetics. But good for you! You said you wanted to try changing the layout of the store for some time.
実はこの間さ、私が任された秋物コーナーが評判良くて、試しにやらせるかって話になったんだ。これでまた一つ夢が叶ったってわけよ。
In that case, I'll come visit the store after you finish the redesign. I'm looking forward to seeing the new clothes you've got too.
任せとけって。そうだ、よかったらさやかも連れてこいよ。しばらく会ってないから会いたい。
Yeah, sure. Just as I was replying to my sister.
ちょっと翼、あまりこの子を振り回さないでちょうだい。
Wow, look how pretty our mom is. Iriam Hey. I didn't know how long my mom had been listening, but I turned to see her standing in the doorway. Iriam Hey Ishiki lost her husband early and has been raising her daughters single-handedly. Despite her gentle and calm nature, when it comes to her daughters' futures, she becomes rather stubborn and a little too opinionated. Welcome home, Mom. You're home late today.
ただいま。夕方から交代になるはずの人が休養で遅れてきてね。
My mom smiled brightly at me before glancing harshly at my sister.
この子は来年受験なのよ。あまり連れ回さないでちょうだい。
軽い息抜きぐらいいいじゃんか。受験シーズンつってもまだ高2だし、今から気張ってると息切れするって。
Yeah, that's true. Don't burn me out.
そう言って油断してると危ないのよ。早い子は高校1年生から受験に備えて勉強を始めていたりするんだから。
My mom then stared back at me, seeking reassurance. Well, I suppose... In fact, I had been studying to get accepted into Sagan University for quite some time.
聖銀大学の医学部を目指して頑張ってもらわないとね。
In response to my mom's proud smile, my sister just shrugged her shoulders.
また始まった。こいつがそれでいいならいいけど、違うんならそれ無理強いだよ。
変なこと言わないでちょうだい。大学のことは前から話してきているんだから。
I'm sure part of the reason my mom wanted me to go to medical school was because she was a nurse. But I knew that wasn't the only reason. I had a feeling it also had to do with my father. Hey, is Daddy going to come home late today too?
そうみたい。でも怒ったりしないであげてね。お父さん、人を助けるために頑張っているの。だから応援してあげよう。
Why is he helping people?
それはね、お医者様だからよ。
I was still in kindergarten, so I didn't really understand, but I understood enough to know that I was proud of my father. But shortly after that, we found out that my father was very, very sick. Protagonist's dad, when he was alive, he was a prestigious doctor. When the protagonist was a child, he fell ill and passed away. Because he was always busy with work, he was barely ever home, but the protagonist remembers him to have been a kind father. Oh. He fought the disease for about a year before he passed away. Oh, that's a bummer. That's when Mom started to change. It wasn't that her personality changed so much as she just became super focused on our education, wanting to raise us right by herself. At least, that's what I always thought. And that's how all this talk about my future started. Your father was a wonderful doctor, you know? He was a truly great person. You should find a job where you can use your talents to help people. I can't think of a more rewarding career. You should become a doctor too. As a kid, I always just assumed my sister and I would go into medicine. My sister was different. She had her own path that she wanted to pursue. It was hard, but she finally convinced our mom. Watching her from the sidelines, I was relieved to see that I didn't have to go into medicine. Because I realized I didn't want to. But it's just too hard to tell her I don't want to go to Sagan University. A college the protagonist's mother has been pushing for her to attend. She assumes the protagonist will enter the medical field. The protagonist doesn't want to, but doesn't have the heart to tell her mother. But I knew I'd have to tell her eventually, so... Actually, Mom, there's something I have to talk to you about.
やだ、ご飯の支度がまだだったわ。急いで用意するわね。
それなら私が手伝うよ。
気持ちだけ受け取っておくわ。
遠慮しなくていいって。ほら、行こう行こう。
ちょっと、お願いだから台所に立たないで。あなたのお料理は最悪なんだから。
Oh no, our sister's bad at cooking. Subasa's deathly cooking. Whenever Subasa cooks, she creates an otherworldly item. Not only is it horrible visually, the taste is purely abominable. Xavier Core. Yeah. They're doing their best, and their heart is in it. Somebody told them too much that love is the main ingredient. As the two of them scurried out of the room, all I could do was sigh. I couldn't tell her. That would have been the perfect moment, too. After we all had dinner, we sat down to watch some TV together and then each took a bath. Before I knew it, it was 11 p.m. I changed into my pajamas and plopped down on the bed. The soft mattress cradled me. I rolled over and stared up at the ceiling, sighing with exhaustion. I feel even more tired than usual today. I couldn't believe exams were already coming up. At school, the teachers were more passionate than ever. The students were all planning to go to college or take over their families' businesses. Even during breaks, everyone seemed to talk exclusively about their careers. They're all so eager. I knew that wasn't the only reason I felt so tired. Ooh. A shiver coursed through me, and I snuggled deeper under the blankets. What happened in the hall? It wasn't real. My vision faded to black, and the embrace of sleep welcomed me. Then, just as I had drifted off, a sudden ringing startled me awake. Lolli.
もうすぐです。もうすぐあなたを闇へ誘う準備が整います。
Uh-oh. Oh, it's Catboy. That sounds like Catboy. What is this voice?
暗闇に落ちても恐れず立ち向かって。あなたには乗り越える力があるのだから。信じています。
Oh my gosh. I was so scared, I almost couldn't breathe. I stayed still, unable to move. The voice. It stopped. Mysterious voice heard in the protagonist's head while alone in her room. Was it a real voice or merely a dream? My heart thumped loudly in my chest. I wanted to throw off the blanket and run, but what should I do? I'm too scared to move. The next morning, I'm heading out. I waved casually to my neighbors as I moved through the calm morning air. I tried to act normal, but what was that voice last night? I definitely heard it, right? When did I fall asleep? When I came to, it was morning. My thoughts raced as I tried to determine if I really had heard the voice, or if it was just some kind of dream. Ah! It's you, Sayaka. Don't scare me like that. But, good morning.
おはよう。昨日は約束してたのにごめんね。塾にはギリギリ間に合ったよ。
Oh, well, I'm glad you made it.
で、どう？進路のプリントは書けた？
No, I'm still thinking it over. I'll look into it after school. You're planning to go to Seiken University, right, Sayaka? It must be nice to have things all figured out. Well, what?
別に何でもない。そうだ、私も放課後付き合うよ。今日は塾もないし、暇なんだ。
Huh? Nah, I don't want to trouble you. You should enjoy your time off.
そんなことないよ。
Sayaka's refusal was so strong, it caused me to stop dead in my tracks.
暇だなんて思わないし、あなたに合う学校を探す手伝いがしたいなって。
I was happy to hear Sayaka's words, but thanks, but I think this is something I need to figure out on my own. This is my future, and if I don't decide it for myself, well, then that defeats the whole point. I'll be sure to let you know when I make a decision. Sayaka looked so worried, I tried to change the subject to cheer her up. Ah, right! You were gonna tell me another ghost story, right? Something about a mirror?
引きずり鏡ね。
She still seemed preoccupied, and though I managed to change the topic, I didn't quite get a smile out of her.
それよりも今一番熱いのは神隠しなんだよ。
Spirited Away! There we go. That's the Sayaka I know and love. Spirited Away? You mean like someone vanishing without a trace?
それそれ。伝承は全国にあるんだけど。
Sayaka opened the memo app on her phone and thrust it in front of me. Spirited Away, red-faced goblin, witch. There were many strange terms on the screen I'd never seen before.
こういう各地の伝承と同じようにね、成見ヶ浜も昔から神隠しが多い土地って言われてるんだよ。何しろ行方不明者が全国平均の 1.9 倍。特に大きい事件は戦後の1949年。
Oh, I think I'm piecing it together. She's gonna tell us a bunch of stories that happen in the school, and these are gonna be the boyfriendos? I don't know. These are the little puzzle pieces I'm picking at.
なんと7人も神隠しにあったとかで、これは当時の新聞欄を賑わせて。
I had certainly found a topic to fire her up. Maybe I should have chosen something else.
ねえ、ちゃんと聞いてる
？Oh yeah, for sure. The part about 7 people disappearing, right?
今はその部分じゃない。精神的に参っていたり、大きな悩みを抱えている人が神隠しに遭いやすいってところ。
Spirited away. Across the world, legends tell of people disappearing or being spirited away, and Narimagahama is no exception. Those who are victims of such disappearances are said to be mentally stressed. Oh, I completely missed that.
あなたは大丈夫？大きな悩み抱えてない？
Her words took me by surprise. I'll be fine. I don't really believe in any of that stuff anyway. Oh, you're gonna.
ノリが悪いんだからな。
Oh, I heard a funny thing. So, since this game, like they're about to take exams and things like that, I heard that sometimes certain songs are banned around exam time. They just don't want those earworms like taking over and distracting students. So someone was saying that right now the big one that some of the schools in South Korea have banned is the new like Bruno Mars and Rosé from Blackpink did Apato Apatu Apato Apatu. That one has been banned because it's too distracting. It's the truth though. I didn't believe it. Well, maybe just a tiny bit. Somewhere deep inside. A struggle, huh? I was skeptical. But I couldn't ignore the fact that I was indeed confused and struggling to find a path forward.
じゃあ、こういうのはどう？学校の七不思議をすべて起こすと神隠しに遭う。
It's gonna be me. Oh, I haven't heard that one. Is it a local legend too? Which school is it about?
これはネットにあったものでね。どこっていう場所は載ってなくてさ。
Leaning in closer, Sayaka's face was nearly touching mine.
七不思議はこの現実世界にはありえないもの。つまり聖者の領域を侵す事象。だからそれを全て起こすと境界線が揺らぐ。気づけば辺りは赤に染まり、この世のものではない景色が広がって、そうなれば最後はもう元の世界へは戻れない。
In instinctively, I go,
っていう噂があるから、今度一緒にやってみようね。
I'd rather not. Thanks. I finished classes, same as any other day. After school, I found myself in the classroom alone, putting away my things. Well, I guess now's the time to decide what I want to do with the rest of my life. And so I made up my mind to... I don't know. I'm not looking... Let's see. Normally I don't start looking at like a walkthrough until it's like suitor choice time, but... I think we're gonna go blind. Just because I don't want to get a sad ending. But I think we're still in prologue territory, so I think it should be fine. So I could talk with my sister, check some materials in the library, escape reality with something delicious. I think I'm gonna be semi-responsible. I'm gonna talk with my sister. I took out my phone and sent a message to my sister. Are you coming home late today? She read it right away. I'll be heading home soon. Want me to pick up something? No, actually I was hoping to talk. Do you have time? Okay, how about we meet near the station? Thanks. I'll let you know when I get there. Yay, good. I'll head to the station. Unless I get murdered in the hallway.
Yeah, お疲れ.
Wow, look at my sister. And her chainmail bikini, or her chainmail outfit. Mesh? She go to the club? Not too bad. Sorry, I know you must be tired from work.
水臭いこと言うなって。あんたが相談してくるなんて珍しいから、ちょっと嬉しいかも。
Yeah, she's too, like, she's too fashionable. It's like, wow. And not in a bad way, it's just like, but it's like, it would definitely turn heads in the street, that's for sure.
いつも頼ってくれないから少し、いや、結構寂しいんだぞ。
I had no idea she felt that way. It made me feel a little sad.
それじゃ、どっか入るか。喫茶店でいい？
I'm okay with just a walk. I want to head home right after we talk. I knew Mom would be there, and I didn't want to miss my chance like yesterday. My sister nodded, and we started walking. After our talk, we found ourselves at the beach.
進路のプリントね。懐かしい響きだな。
懐かしい。
ってことは、やっぱり母さんのあれは勘違いってことか。
Yeah. All my classmates seem so certain about their futures. I'm sure there are others who don't know exactly what they want to study or what kind of job they want, but I don't even know if I want to go to college. It's really stressing me out. Sis, what do you think I should do? Where should I go? My sister gazed at me thoughtfully for a while before she spoke.
進路を決めるよりも先に母さんを説得するのがいいんじゃないかな。だって母さんがあんな調子じゃ落ち着いて悩むこともできないだろ。
Yeah, you might be right about that.
そうかもじゃなくて、そうなんだよ。あんたの顔、今もだけど、昨日もひどかったぞ。
That is a big sister. That is a big sister thing. Okay, I just want to see her outfit. Okay, she's wearing white pants. Wait, seriously?
うん、そんなに。母さんが成人代の話したとき、こんな顔してたぞ。
Look at her face. As she spoke, my sister smushed her hands against her face and pulled the skin down in a drooping motion. I couldn't help but laugh. Hey, quit joking around.
悪い悪い。あんたが沈んだ顔してると笑わせたくなっちゃうんだよね。だって愛しの妹には笑っていてほしいじゃん。
Aw, sis. Her concern warmed my heart, but I also felt guilty for worrying her.
でも安心した。あんた小さい時から他人を気にして自分のことは後回しだったから。進路も無理して母さんに合わせるんじゃないかって心配だったんだ。
She was exactly right. I had been trying to convince myself to go along with what my mom wanted. I also knew that with all these worries, I was in no place to make a decision yet. Back when you decided what you wanted to do, how did you convince Mom?
ああ、あれか。母さんとめちゃくちゃ揉めたな。
I seem to remember some of that as well.
アパレル業界なんてやめときなさい。私はあなたにもっと人を救うようなそんな生き方をしてほしいのよ。
Whenever my sister talked about her future, my mom would always respond with disgust. Eventually, though, she gave up. Now she doesn't talk like that anymore.
私の時はさ、力技みたいなもんだったよ。服飾の専門学校のパンフレットを母さんのベッドやカバン、ありとあらゆるところに忍ばせたな。あとスマホのメッセージに服飾への熱い思いを毎日10回以上送ってみたりもしたっけ。
Oh, really? She did all that?
もう立ち向かうしかなかったからさ。ノイローゼになるんじゃないかってくらい母さんにアピールしたんだよね。そうしたらこうよ。
She then tapped her chest with pride. That's so like you, sis.
あんだけ熱烈アピールしたから医学部へ行かせても真面目に学ばないって分かったんじゃない？
Yeah, I guess if she thought about that, she'd see the whole thing as a waste of time. I understood how my sister managed to convince our mom, but I knew it couldn't act like that. After all, I still didn't know what I wanted to do in the first place.
後に残ったあんたには申し訳なく思ってる。私の時より当たりが強いからさ。
Don't worry, it's not your fault. My sister merely stared back at me, a bitter smile on her face. I had a feeling there was nothing I could say. Do you ever think Mom's like this because of, what happened with Dad? My sister nodded back at me.
父さんのような人になってほしいんだろうね。立派な医者にさ。母さんは多分父さんのことを。
What? When it comes to Dad, what?
いや、なんでもない。
I wonder what she was going to say. My sister always spoke her mind. It was odd to hear her pull back like that.
母さんを説得するのは私も手伝うから。いや、手伝わせてほしい。
That's okay. I think I need to do this on my own.
またそうやって一人で抱え込んで。
No, I won't. Besides, you've got enough to worry about with your job, right? By the way, I'm looking forward to seeing the new store layout. From inside my pocket, my phone began to ring, interrupting our conversation. I quickly took out my phone to see that it was a message from my mom. She's asking what time I'll be home. I guess we should head back.
そうだな。なあ、母さんの説得だけど、難しかったらちゃんと言えよ。
Right, thanks. I've just got to do my best. I did my best to put on a smile, but the concerned frown on my sister's face remained unchanged. I knew it'd be hard to convince my mom on my own, but I was determined to do my best. This was my future, after all, and I couldn't rely on my sister for something like this. As we walked home, the area around us grew dark. With the two of us alone, we engaged in idle conversation.
そういえばあんた、昨日焦って帰ってきたじゃん。 さやかに怪談話を聞いたとかなんとか。あれ、どんな怪談話だったんだよ。
That was another topic I wasn't exactly eager to discuss. I was still a little spooked by everything that had happened yesterday. But knowing my sister, if I try to brush her off now, she'll just keep bringing it up. It's about the 7 wonders at our school. One of those is about a ghost named Karakara.
ああ、それなら知ってる。殺人鬼の男の話だろ。切り殺されるっていうやつ。
My sister had also gone to Narigahama High School, so it made sense she would know those stories too.
あんなの怖いうちに入らないって。それよりも引きずり鏡とか保健室の少女の方が怖くない？
Ooh, girl in the nurse's office. One of Let me see if I can slow it down. Narimigahama High School's 7 wonders. A spirit who kindly approaches you when you're sleeping in the nurse's office. If you let your guard down and listen to her, it's rumored that she will take you to the world of the dead. I'd heard the girl in the nurse's office story from Sayaka before. But since I hardly ever went to the nurse's office, that one didn't really bother me much. I haven't heard the grasp of the mirror one. I ended up immediately regretting what I said. I looked at my sister walking behind me and found her face lit up with excitement. Now I've done it.
まあ、なんてことないって。1階と2階の間、階段の踊り場があるだろ。そこの壁の全身鏡が引きずり鏡。
Yeah, I pass by it all the time.
大丈夫だって。鏡に手を触れなければな。
What happens if you touch the mirror?
タイトル通りになるってこと。鏡の中から手が出てきて引きずられて終了。昔、成見ヶ浜高校に通っていた生徒があの辺りで自殺したらしいんだよね。確かいじめが原因だったかな。それでなんだっけ。とりあえず階段の2階に縄くくって1回めがけてダイブしてだったか。
All right, that's enough. If you can't get the details down, it's not scary at all. Unlike Sayaka's ghost stories, my sister's story was vague and full of and I thinks. When it comes to ghost stories, Sayaka's really are the best. It made sense given how into the occult Sayaka was. Well, either way, when I go by the mirror tomorrow, I'll just be extra careful. Okay, grasp of the mirror. One of Narimigahama High School's 7 wonders. A ghost that resides in the full-length mirror on the central staircase landing. If you touch the mirror, you supposedly get dragged in. The next day, I took the survey I had in my bag and placed it inside a drawer in my desk. All that was written on it was my name. Fearing my mother might catch me working on it, I couldn't concentrate.
はよ今朝は早かったんだね。
So I guess we didn't talk with our mom yesterday? What the heck? Morning. Yeah, I've got some things to take care of. I'd been trying to find the right time to talk to my mom about everything, but couldn't find the right moment. I woke up early today to try and talk with her about it then, but she had already left for work. I finally made up my mind to talk with her, and it still didn't work out.
おーい、大丈夫？
Sorry. I kind of spaced out.
もう仕方ないな。
As she groaned, Sayaka searched inside her bag and placed an energy drink on my desk.
これでも飲んでシャキッとしな。
No, what a sweet friend. Thanks. Sayaka stared back at me with a bitter smile on her face.
何かあって話したいならいつでも相談に乗るからね。
With that, Sayaka returned to her seat. I'm afraid that won't work this time. I didn't even have the courage to talk to her about all this. Before I knew it, the final bell had rung, and school was out for the day. Getting ready to head home, I took my books out of my desk and found the blank sheet of paper where I was supposed to write about my future. Maybe I should write Sagan University and just be done with it? As the thought entered my mind, I felt a sharp ringing in my ear.
探しましょう。
Ooh. Huh? I quickly looked around the classroom, but there was no one else there. There's nobody here. Where had everybody gone? There were so many people here just a little while ago. So many strange things had been happening to me. I felt dazed and my muscles felt cold. Maybe I should go see a doctor or something.
探しましょう。あなたの道を。
This time, I heard it clear as day. There it is again! That voice! Who are you? I called out to the empty room.
僕はあなたを闇へ誘う者。これから先は困難しかありません。でもどうか諦めないで。前を向ければ必ず見つかります。あなただけの道が。
You don't accept this proposal? What could go wrong? It's like, hey, just trust me. Don't worry about it. Not sus at all. You're right. No. The moment the voice stopped, my eyes got all blurry and my head shook. Then, all at once, my world went dark. I put my elbows on the desk and laid my head down. Then, the survey from before, it was totally blank. Wait a minute. This is the survey, right? Suddenly, my pocket began to vibrate and I jolted in response. Huh? It's just my phone. I took out my phone and saw Mom displayed on the screen. Hello? Hearing my mom's voice coming from the speaker, I began to calm down a bit. Sorry, yes, I can. Class just ended and I'm still in the classroom. What's up? Oh? If I'm gonna tell her, now's the time. The truth is, my voice was shaking, but I continued. The truth is, I don't want to go to Sagan University. I actually said it. However, the tension within me did not ease. I was still scared of what my mother would say. Well, I haven't exactly decided if I even want to go to college, but I plan on trying to figure everything out soon. I'd never expected my mother to take the news so well. Why didn't I talk to her earlier? I just told you. I haven't decided if I wanted to go to school or start work. I still don't know what I really want to do.
今日持って帰ってきなさい。早く記入して提出しておかないと。
Wait a minute. You can't just ignore how I
何も決まってい
feel.
ないのでしょ。それなら聖銀大学で考えてみなさい。きっと気に入るはずだから。
Why is she being so judgmental?
それじゃ早く。
Wait, please listen to me. Why? Feeling totally numb, I hung up the phone. I stared down, stupefied, at the call log and noticed just how short our conversation had been. My mother wasn't a bad person. I knew she loved me, and she always did such a good job taking care of me. But I feel like she's not interested in seeing me for who I really am. I often felt like my mother wasn't looking at me, but past me. I knew that if I went against my mother here, if I tried to find my own way, I'll only disappoint her. I might as well just go to Sagan. Then, just as I felt the tears welling up slowly in my eyes,
諦めないでと言ったはずです。
oh, a bright white light opened up before my eyes. Ah! I closed my eyes and was surrounded by a terrifying darkness. And my consciousness sank deeper and deeper. Wow, chapter 1. Okay.
ねえ、ねえったら起きなさい。 ほら遅刻するわよ。せっかく合格したのに初日から台無しにするつもり？
Accepted?
まったく寝ぼけているの？今日は入学式じゃない。 聖銀大学のね。
I felt my pulse race through my entire body, like I had just woken from a nightmare. A dream? Feeling a bit relieved, I shook my head, trying to forget about the dream. Phew. That surprised me. Oh no! This school looks terrifying right now. Huh? I saw red light shining from outside. You gotta go! In the classroom? It was the usual classroom, but it felt like a completely different place. I couldn't hear anyone talking or other sounds. How did this happen? I'm sure I was getting ready to go home, and then... I couldn't remember anything since then. It seems like I fell asleep somewhere along the way. How is it possible that I would fall asleep while getting ready to go home, though? Since I'm not at home yet, that seems implausible. Then why? Wait, never mind that. I better just get myself home. I started gathering my things when I noticed a piece of paper on the desk. What is this piece of paper? There's nothing on either side. Suddenly, something started to appear on the blank piece of paper. Ah! I dropped it in surprise, but it didn't stop. What is this? What's happening? The reddish-black ink looked like a blood dripped upon the page. It felt so raw and realistic. I jumped up from my seat. I can't stay here. I ran out of the classroom as fast as I could. I ignored how out of breath I was and continued running. I need to get out of here quick. Just as I thought that, I heard something echo from the silence. Ooh! It was a metallic sound, something that didn't belong in a school. It reflexively caused me to freeze. I knew what that sound was.
校舎のすべての窓に夕日が差す黄昏時、女子生徒が一人で校舎に残っていると、どこからか聞こえてくるんだって。
Is he hot though? Probably. No. Ooh.
コロコロコロコロコロコロと刀を引きずりながらさまよい歩く音が。
Don't think about that right now.
でもね、その音が聞こえてきたら決して振り向いちゃいけないの。
I was frozen with fear and couldn't move. The sound began to fade, but then I felt it right behind me. Red means you're dead! A cool breath blew by my ear, and a chill enveloped my entire body. This was exactly like that other time. But if that were the case, I could just stay still and not turn around. That would make sure nothing would happen.
お前は誰だ?
My entire body jumped when I heard that voice.
何故ここにいる?
What do I do? What do I do?
やはり聖者には聞こえないか?
I could feel the presence behind me move away as the sound grew fainter. Is it gone? I still couldn't bring myself to turn around, so I couldn't be sure, but I thought it left. I suddenly felt weak in the knees and plopped down on the ground. That was Karakara, right? The name came from the sound of a blade dragging on the ground. It was just like the rumors. But the difference from the rumors was that it talked to me even when I didn't turn around. Why are all these things happening to me in the first place? I encountered this creepy being not once, but twice. How's that possible? But it didn't talk to me the first time around, so maybe there's a chance it's all in my head? I'll wait for you, King. Either way, first things first, I needed to get out of the school. I could figure out everything else after that. I stood up and turned in the direction of the stairwell. Ooh! Ah! I screamed and fell over backward from where I was standing. There was a dark reddish stain near his abdomen, as if he was bleeding, and he wore a blade around his waist. Yeah, he's handsome. He stared at me with a pale face that no living person should have. Is that Karakara from earlier? But I didn't hear the blade dragging. No. Was he waiting here for me? What am I supposed to do? In my panic state, I noticed him putting his hand toward his sword. But please don't kill me! My scream echoed through the hallway.
俺に言っているのか?
I nodded numerous times as he stared down at me in total disbelief.
聖者に認識されたのはあいつ以来か?
Karakara, I choose you! Stick him in a Pokeball. The second?
しかし言葉を交わせるのはこれが初めてだな。それほどまでにお前の霊力は強いということか。
I'm pretty sure I'm not psychic. At least that's what I wanted to say, but I felt as though something was caught in my throat and I couldn't speak. I just shook my head instead.
何？霊力はないのか？となると、このお菓子の空間と関係しているのかもしれん。一体この空間は何なんだ？急に赤に染まったかと思えば、お前以外の聖者が消えて。
He suddenly seemed lost in thought. I watched him intently. He seemed somewhat different from what I had imagined. Yet the uncertainty of when he might unsheath that sword kept me on edge.
安心しろ。これでお前を切るようなことはない。
Can he read my thoughts? Is that something ghosts can do? Can you read my mind?
そのような表情で刀を見つめられればな。
I suddenly felt very foolish. It's like he's teasing me.
とりあえず、今ここは聖者であるお前がいていい空間ではない。早く帰れ。外がどのようになっているのかまだ確認していないが、ここよりはマシかもしれん。
Is he worried about me? Little by little, my fears began to subside, though only just a little. So, does this mean there's something abnormal about this place?
詳しくはわからんがな。いい雰囲気とは言えないだろう。
The sense of foreboding was palpable, but Karakara's affirmation made it seem all the more sinister and unsettling. Karakara's right. I've got to find a way back home. Then, I'll head back. I slowly stood back up and began walking toward the stairs.
おい、一人で平気か？怖いのであれば出口まで送るが。
Upon hearing that, yes, please, I am scared. Hold me, hold me. Ooh, Koreha affection up. Okay. It looks like he's not secret path. Cool. All right. I could tell not just from his words, but also from the way he looked at me. Maybe he's a friendly ghost after all. Yet, I couldn't quite let go of my fears. I'm sorry for being scared before. I would be very grateful if you could escort me to the entrance. He responded with an unexpectedly gentle smile, and I couldn't help but stare back at him. He's actually quite handsome. Yeah, duh.
聖者に怖がられるのは慣れているから気にしなくていい。それにしても断られる気がしていたからか。申し出を受けてくれて嬉しく思う。
Yeah. I like that smile. I didn't think that he would be so pleased about it. Maybe letting him accompany me was the right choice.
出口までお前をしっかりと護衛しよう。心配するな。向かってくる者はこの刀で追い払おう。
That sword seems pretty dangerous, so how about if we just hide if something comes our way? Yeah. It's hard to know with a split second, right? We've been surprised before. There have been ones that it's like, oh, this guy seems okay. It's like, nope, very wrong. And then other ones it's like, this guy's gonna be annoying. And it's like, that was a lot better than I thought it was gonna be. So I'm trying to think like, yeah, there's definitely been a lot that have like taken me by surprise. Ones where it's just like, oh, this guy's annoying. And then by the end of it, it's like, oh, he's just dumb. But he's so sweet. Not dumb, just no. Can't read the I don't want to say can't read the room. I think that sometimes that's a difficult thing generally, but extra to the
お前がそう言うならそれで行こう。怖がらせてしまってはいけないからな。
Thank you. Not good at peopling. That's what I mean. Ooh, okay. This is his perspective. After encountering her, the living soul, we set out toward the entrance. I stole a glance at her as we walked side by side. I wish this was voice acted. I felt somewhat anxious since this was my first time walking alongside a member of the living. I had to be careful not to frighten her. She had no idea that I had observed her in this corridor just the other day. I'd heard the rumors of Karakara when I was walking around at dusk. Oh, no, this is me again. I heard the rumors of Karakara when I was walking around at dusk. Yeah, that's it. Green Yoshi, I think you're onto something.
また俺の噂話か。
Oh, it's still his perspective. Just kidding. I gotta do my male voice. Peering into the classroom, I saw her absorbed in her friend's tale. Seeing her grow pale upon hearing that story, I gritted my teeth, feeling mortified. That's not who I am. But I'm not scary, so I guess it's alright. I wish that I could say that, but of course she couldn't hear my voice. And just when I decided to leave...
ホラー話あるあるで考察して楽しむってわけ。ねえ、あなたならどう考える？
Green Yoshi, I know. Aw, he's just like, I'm just misunderstood. I'm a nice ghost. I don't do that. Oh. Yeah. Me too. I think this was a good one out the gate. I don't know. I just feel bad for him. I mean, since he died, he's been wandering, searching for his memories. It's sad. You don't like saying that much? I'd seen students get worked up about my rumors, yet I'd never seen anyone be so thoughtful and caring. Even knowing my voice couldn't reach her, I felt compelled to speak to her. I wanted to express my gratitude. So I decided to haunt her, even if I couldn't get through to her. I tried to find her around the school. I just wanted to see her.
こうして話せて嬉しく思う。逃げ出さないでくれてありがとう。
Oh, please. I should be the one thanking you. I'm so grateful for you escorting me like this. Her slight smile was enough to warm my heart. Yes, this was exactly what I wanted. I wanted to see someone smile at me, not look at me with fear in their eyes. I smiled slightly and hoped she didn't see. Aww. Okay, back to me.
いつの間にか眠っていて、起きたらこうなっていたか。
Yes, I still can't remember why I fell asleep. Ooh, there's the mirror. As we were heading to the school's entrance, we discussed what happened leading up to my encounter with Karakara. According to him, he was simply walking in the hallway when everything around him suddenly shifted. You'd be upset if the ghost was stuck in the school bathroom. Was a moaning Myrtle in Harry Potter. What caused this? And how is it that I'm speaking with a ghost right now? I noticed something stir around the corner and glanced that way. Oh, it's Mirror Boy! Mirror on the wall seemed to reflect something that wasn't really there. Ah! Startled, I stumbled and went crashing down to the ground.
すまない。助けようにも触れることができないのだな。
Oh. I feel like that look of pity, like that look right now of him looking down. It's like, ooh, sorry, I'd help you, but I can't. It's all right. When I looked up, the mirror was in front of me. Oh, this must be... I haven't heard the grasp of the mirror one.
1階と2階の間、階段の踊り場があるだろう。そこの壁の全身鏡が引きずり鏡。
Yeah, I pass by it all the time.
大丈夫だって。鏡に手を触れなければな。
Oh, and then Goofs touched it. Oh, he's so cute. But I witnessed an unbelievable scene that made my entire body freeze. The coldness from the mirror seeped into my hand, or perhaps that was his body temperature.
嘘。どうして手に、聖者の手に触れられるなんて。
Yeah, that's pretty intense. I didn't even realize until you said that, Green Yoshi.
もしかして僕のこと見えてるんですか？
The fear was so overwhelming that I couldn't find the words to speak.
見えてないかな。まあ、どっちでもいいや。
When his grip tightened, my heartbeat quickened. And then, in the next moment...
怖いけど大丈夫。
Oh.
自分で死ななきゃ。
I think this kid is bullied. Eerie. What was that? A sharp pain shot through my head, and as my vision momentarily blurred.
このぬくもり、暖かくて。
His voice snapped me back to reality. I need to pull away. Do I? I mean, he seems... I can't. Who knows what he'll do to me? Kind of a problem. I hated to admit it, but I was so terrified that I couldn't move. He's holding my hand. Oh, look at his creepy face. Soon after, he was grinning broadly. You know what? I'm not quite sure. I'm not quite sure yet, Green Yoshi. Maybe it's something that, like, we're gonna interact with all of them all along the way. I'm not quite sure. And then, like, because Oz Mafia was like that, where, like, you could encounter people throughout the whole game, and then it wasn't until, like, X point that they would be like, okay, we've tallied enough points in this or something. So I wonder if it plays like that, but I'm not sure. I just remember the first time I played Oz Mafia, I didn't realize that was how it worked. And I just kept thinking, like, oh, they're gonna put me on a path soon. And then all of a sudden, because I had diversified my stats, or, you know, my dates and stuff throughout the whole game, I just, like, some random guy showed up at the end, and I was like, who's this guy? And apparently my character was in love, like, they fell in love very quickly after that. I was like, what the heck just happened? What did I go on all these dates for with all these other doofuses? And then this rando guy shows up. But it is cute though, so I mean, all's well that ends well, I suppose. His long eyelashes cast a shadow over his eyes.
こんな気持ち死んでから初めて。
Don't say it like that. No. He spoke as if mesmerized, while gently stroking my hand.
このまま手を引っ張ったら こちらに連れてこられるのかな。
Bodyguard, bodyguard, please. No. Hey. I tensed up and tried to pull back, but my arm was drawn in further.
彼女を連れては行かせない。
Kata fixed a stern gaze toward the mirror. With that, the figure in the mirror vanished suddenly.
おい、逃げるな。
He released my hand, then reached toward the mirror. His hand stopped atop the cool glass.
もしかしたらと思ったが、やはり入れないか。
Kata muttered, looking somewhat embarrassed, then turned to face me again.
大丈夫か？
Oh, I'm fine. Thanks for pulling me back. I'm ashamed to say it, but I was so scared. I couldn't move.
聖者からすれば無理もないことだ。自分ではない誰かが映っていたら、気味が悪くて仕方ないだろう。
That is a very scary thought. I don't like sometimes if I have to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night, it's like, okay, like I don't want to turn on the lights because it's going to be too bright. It's going to disrupt my, going back to sleep easily, all that business. But I'm also scared to walk in and like look in the mirror in the dark and for anything to look back at me. I would be terrified. I think I just die right there on the spot. Right? I took a quick glance at the mirror. The boy in the mirror was frightening, but more than that, I thought I heard a strange voice for a moment. What was that? Memory show. Still, I'm relieved my headache disappeared quickly. I definitely don't want to feel that way again.
それにしても、お前の体温は罪だな。
Tempting? Huh?
その肌に直接触れたら、俺もあのようになるのだろうが。
Touch my skin. Hold my hand. Seeing his suggestive look, I quickly stood up and stepped away from him. Let's go. We're nearly at the entrance. Guess I should stay on my toes. Red guy, no. All he was saying is he thought about it, I guess, but he didn't do anything. So I don't know. Yeah, be cool. Red guy, be cool. Okay. Oh, we're gonna get other guy's perspective. Interesting. Okay, I've never really had too many of these, I guess. After she left, I sat on the stairs, gazing at my hand.
もう少しだけ触れていたかったな。
But there was that ghost with her. He was pretty intimidating. Him being near her might mean I'd never get to touch her again. Perhaps she really could see me. After all, she seemed to be interacting with that other ghost. Our eyes met, but I couldn't be sure since she didn't react to me. I stood up and peered out from the mirror. The school on the other side remained red. Not that it had anything to do with me, though. I avoided the other ghosts, and this world inside the mirror was my refuge. A world created just for me.
あの子にはもう一度会いたいけど、出るのは怖いな。
If only she'd come back to the mirror. If she'd touch it just once more. I gazed at my open hand, then clenched it shut.
今度は離さない。
Oh no. Danger, danger. I muttered to myself. I was left with an overwhelming sense of foreboding. I couldn't shake off this longing for the warmth of the living.
やっぱりあの子来ないといいな。
I'm just like low-key like tickled by this idea of like a guy in the mirror just being like I'm out of his grasp for the first time. It's like, what's he gonna do to like lure me back to the mirror and be like, here's some candy? Be like, I'm not falling for that. Where would he even get candy on this side of the mirror? We made our way down the stairs and finally reached the entrance. No way! Why won't it open? I tried unlocking the door, but it remained shut. This can't be happening. I have to get out of here. In desperation, I pounded on the door.
まさかとは思ったが、俺も戸に手がついたぞ。
Kata looked puzzled. Feeling defeated, I turned to him. What's going on?
あ、いや、先ほどからおかしいとは思っていてな。鏡の前でのことだ。通常、幽霊は聖者に触れられない。それなのに、お前に触れられただろ。俺も、あの鏡の中のものも。
As a living being, interacting with people and objects was totally normal. I never realized it could be different. When I fell over, he said he couldn't help me up because he couldn't touch me. That means he was also shocked to see me interacting with the figure in the mirror. Oh man, I bet he feels like an a-hole now. It's like, oh, I guess I could have picked you up, but I didn't.
もしや物にも触れられるかと思い、戸にこうして手を伸ばしたらこの通りだ。
He seems rather amused by all this. Still, I couldn't share his enthusiasm.
すまない。お前が絶望しているというのに、一人楽しんでしまっていた。
Don't worry about me. This is my problem after all. But still, what am I supposed to do now? I can't seriously be locked up inside the school, right? I had a feeling that I'd go crazy if I really had to stay here until morning. Right. Maybe I should see what the situation looks like outside. As I peered out the window, a surreal sight awaited me. The familiar scenery was gone, replaced by an endless darkness. Just looking at it made me feel as though I was being pulled into an abyss. The eerie drizzle of rain sounded like whispers echoing through the frozen glass. I pressed my face against the window in an attempt to see more. A red moon? The blood-red moon hung in the dark void as rain continued to fall from the cloudless sky. I was so focused on leaving earlier that I hadn't noticed my surroundings.
まさかここまでとは思ってもみなかったな。
Kata joined me at the window. Is this even real? It's impossible. I've never seen anything like this.
隔離を。
The hidden realm?
死者の住まう世界のことだ。俺は心残りがあって学校にとどまっている身だから詳しくはわからないが、隔離には赤い月が浮かんでいると聞いたことがある。
But this place, isn't this just part of the school in the real world?
ああ。だから俺にもわからなくてな。どうして学校が隔離のような世界になっているのか。
Hidden realm, the world of the dead. That's all. Maybe the whole school was swallowed up by the world of the dead? Saying it out loud sent chills down my spine. I'm not dead, right?
それが丸ごとではないんだ。お前を発見するまでにいろいろな場所を回ったのだが、校舎の離れは空間が遮断され、足を踏み入れることができなくなっていたんだ。
Overwhelmed, or maybe just numb to all the strange things I'd seen, I merely listened. I didn't even have the urge to scream. My mind was hazy, unable to process it all. Green Yoshi, so I am working on a Discord, so as soon as I have one up, I'll let you know, for sure. Yeah, I was trying to get that all sorted, but I was being a bit slow about it, so... But thank you, yeah. Then I felt a pat on my shoulder.
手分けして出口を探そう。きっとあるはずだ。
Ooh, he put his hand on my shoulder. We're gonna split up?
お前と出会ったのも何かの縁。無事に帰れるよう協力しよう。
His kind words brought tears to my eyes. Kara kara. I really shouldn't be crying at my age. He gave me a small smile and gently patted my head. No. He looks like, oh no.
そのカラカラさんというのはやめてもらえないか。生徒からそう呼ばれ慣れてはいるが、あまり気に入っていなくてな。というか、あれはただの噂名であって、本来の名ではない。
You have a real name?
おいおい、俺は生まれながらの幽霊ではないぞ。ちゃんと生前の名がある。
Oh, right. Sorry. So, what is your name?
俺の名はクレハだ。
Kureha. One of Narimigahama's high school's 7 wonders. He's also known as Kara Kara. He looks the part of a monster, but his personality is quite kind and rather calm. For some reason, he's very kind to the protagonist. Kureha. Nice to meet you.
あ、お前は名乗らなくていい。このような状況で名を口にすれば呪い殺されかねないから。
No! Ah! No! Okay. His alarming words made my tears and warm feelings instantly vanish.
怖がらせてすまない。だが、他の霊が聞いていたら呪い殺される道具になるかもしれないんだ。
Freaking ghosts, man. Can you really be cursed just by revealing your name to someone?
名は命を授かってから最初に贈られる。それはそのものを形作る大切なもの。それゆえだろうな。この状態の学校から出るまでは名を口にするな。俺にもだ。
Dang. Got it. Thanks for the warning. In the real world, introductions were a polite way to get to know somebody, but here, it could spell the end of you. It quickly dawned on me how strange the place I found myself was.
では早速出口を探すとしよう。図書室の方から見ていくか。
Right. I think I'll be fine on my own. So how about we split up?
平気なのか。他の幽霊に遭遇したらそっとする可能性もあるというのに。
Well, I guess it makes sense he thinks that. Kureha had helped me a great deal up to that point. I'm scared, but I need to at least try to do this on my own. I can't say I'm totally at ease going on my own, but I want to get out of here as soon as possible.
そうか。それなら何かあれば叫んでくれ。すぐに駆けつけよう。
I'll try not to cause you too much trouble, Kureha. With that, I began searching the first floor, as there didn't seem to be any point in looking much more into the second. Yeah, he's cute. He's very easy on the eyes. Besides, Kureha said if we were on the same floor, he could get to me more quickly if anything happened. He was quite considerate toward me, and I felt very lucky that Kureha was the first ghost I had encountered here. We decided that Kureha would search the library, and I would check the nurse's office. You know what? I wonder, so we had the choice of talk to our sister, go to the library, or go get snacks or something. Yeah, oh yeah, BRB, no worries. Yeah, I wonder if that was the start of our branching path. But even then, After seeing me safely inside the office, Kureha headed to the library. Having him watch over me had calmed me down a little. Yeah, maybe Yoshi, but yeah, you said BRB. No worries. Take care of what you need to. Okay, let's do this. I'll start with the windows. All the windows were sealed shut as though they were never designed to be opened. Why can't I get out of here? Sitting on the bed, I noticed a scrape on my knee from when I'd fallen earlier. So much happened. I forgot all about this. Looks like it's still bleeding a little. Seeing as I was in the nurse's office, I figured I might as well try and treat the wound. The girl in the nurse's office. That's the other story. Oh no! We gonna die. Where's the disinfectant? I rarely came to the nurse's office, so I wasn't sure where anything was. I can't find it. Maybe it's on another shelf.
はい、これよ。どうぞ。
Oh, thank you! I hadn't realized a girl was standing right beside me.
大きな声ね。それだけ元気なら足の傷は大丈夫そう。でも消毒はしておいた方がいいわ。それにしてもこうして物をつかめたり聖者に話しかけられるなんて不思議。
The ghost girl's smile made me freeze again. There's another ghost here too? Wait, isn't the girl in the nurse's office one of the school's 7 wonders? I was still too surprised to recall all the details. But seeing as she's here, this must be her.
おお、私が幽霊だから驚いているのね。あなたに危害を加えることはないわ。さあ、そこに座ってちょうだい。手当てしてあげるから。
No, it's okay. Thanks.
それはどちらの意味なの？
I can manage. It's not bad enough to need disinfectant. I'll be going now. Excuse me. I tried to leave, but she pulled me back.
ダメよ。ばい菌でも入ったら大変だもの。さあ、こちらへ来て。
I'm gonna get murdered. I'm fine, really. She insisted, pulling me to the bed. I can't believe I'm getting first aid from a ghost. I felt weak for not being able to resist her grip on me. Who knows what she'll do if I try to resist any further. I should just let her treat me and get out of here.
もう他の幽霊にはあったかしら？
Yes?
おかしな世界になってしまったわよね。赤い月なんてまるで隔離用だわ。さっき窓を調べていたようだけれど、きっとどこを調べても無駄よ。この曖昧な空間をどうにかしない限り、学校からは出られないと思う。
Strange air. That made me think back to what Kureha said. If it's strange to them, maybe this isn't the hidden realm after all. If this wasn't the world of the dead, maybe I'd feel better about being here.
だからこの空間ごと元の学校に戻す。それしか解決策はないでしょうね。
She seemed more informed about the situation than Kureha. Wait, does she actually know the way out?
これでよしと。
She applied a bandage to my knee and stood up.
ねえ、これから時間あるかしら？あるわよね。
Perhaps it was because she was standing over me, but her presence felt rather imposing. She seems different all of a sudden.
あら、少し顔色が悪いみたいね。
Just then, I suddenly realized something. She didn't feel like she belonged in class and was always alone in the nurse's office. She wanted friends but couldn't make any. She was so lonely. So lonely. In the end, she jumped off the roof. As a ghost, she continued to search for friends in the nurse's office, pretending to care for 6 students and taking them to the other side.
私がそばにいるから大丈夫。ここでゆっくり休みなさい。
Her Her words brought back those scary stories I'd heard before.
さあ、横になって。
She grabbed my shoulders and was about to force me down on the bed. Refuse? Wait and see. Let me think about this. What if? Just like Kureha, all of these ghost things are just a misunderstanding of some kind, right? And I have the ability to help all of them. Wait and see. There were similar rumors about Kureha, but not all of them were true. These ghosts still frightened me, but I began to feel it was wrong to fear them blindly. I needed to talk more with her to really understand what kind of ghost she was. I'll be okay. Thank you for your concern. She gave a slight smile and released my shoulders.
それならいいけれど、あまり無理はしないことよ。このような場所で辛いだろうし、心を休めるためにも適度に休むことは必要だわ。
Thank goodness I didn't jump to conclusions. Her kindness calmed my anxiety, and I began to feel more at ease. After all, rumors were just that, rumors. I learned from Kureha that they're not always true. Still, I wonder if she really is the girl in the nurse's office. Oh, right. Thanks for the first aid.
いいのよ。ここにはいつもいるから、手当ての仕方は見て覚えていたのだし。
She's always here? That made me think she really was the girl in the nurse's office.
でも、まさか実践する日が来るとは思っていなかったわ。なんだか不思議な感じなのよね。少し嬉しいの。
Aww. Happy? Why is that?
ありがとうと言われたのが久しぶりだからじゃないかしら。
Her genuine smile made me almost forget she was a ghost. At that moment, she just seemed like a regular girl. While we were talking, the door opened. Kureha entered looking a bit taken aback, before relaxing and returning to his normal expression.
これはどういう状況なんだ？
Oh, she was helping me with the cut on my leg. I didn't realize I got hurt when I fell over earlier.
そうだったのか。気がつかなくてすまない。
No need to apologize. My clumsiness is the whole reason I got hurt in the first place. Kureha nodded with a smile and turned to the girl.
気配は感じ取っていたが、姿を見るのはこれが初めてか。
私は他の幽霊に会いたくないから隠れて過ごしていたのよ。
It seemed as though they hadn't met before. I guess ghosts don't always interact with each other.
鏡の中にいるものといい、隠れて過ごすものが多い場所だな。
She looked away, falling silent, perhaps holding back her thoughts.
ところで、ここの窓はどうだった？図書室は全滅でな。
Same here.
では次は職員室に行こう。あそこは広いから2人で。
待ってちょうだい。そのことで話があるの。
Oh, this must be about the topic before. You mean about how to return the school to normal? She nodded, and I noticed Kureha's face contort with confusion. According to her, there's something strange about the air in this place. So instead of escaping through the window, we should restore the school to its original state. I glanced at her, signaling for her to continue with her explanation.
ここは隔離用のようでいて隔離用ではない。学校のようでいて学校ではない。おそらくどの世界にも属していない。何が原因でそうなっているのかわからないけれど、この空間を元の学校に戻さない限り、ここにいる全員が閉じ込められたままよ。
どうしてそれがわかる？
私たち幽霊が物をつかめて聖者と触れ合うことができるのよ。それだけでここが元のうつしおの学校ではないとわかるでしょ。それに即席で隔離用ができるというのもおかしな話。つまりどちらの世界でもないと 結論付けられるのではなくて。
Excuse me, what do you mean when you say immortal realm?
あなたがもともといた世界、聖者が住む世界はうつしおと呼ばれているわ。
A world which the living reside in. Huh, I've never heard that term. Still, it sounded like something Sayaka would know all about.
今のが正しければ、元の学校は今も変わらずうつしおに存在しているということになるか。
ええ、その通りです。
Oh. Here we go. I turned toward the source of the voice and saw a man standing there in unusual attire.
聖夜さん、タイミング悪く訪ねてきてしまったわね。
まさかこのようなことに巻き込まれるとは思ってもみませんでしたよ。
今日は初めて会うものが多い日だ。
The way he spoke, I could tell that Kureha didn't know this man either.
こちらは私の友人で聖夜さんよ。普段は地獄で大監視をしていて、生前に罪を犯した死者を管理しているわ。
The Grand Warder of Hell. He monitors those who sinned in life and is knowledgeable about the hidden realm. He's calm and quiet, yet maintains a unique aura. Wow, look at the detail on his clothes. It's so cool. Hell? Even Kureha seemed taken aback.
彼女とは昔からの仲でして、たまにこうして訪ねているのですが、到着して少し経った頃、急に景色が変わったので驚きました。どういうことなのか突き止めるため校内を調べて回っていたのですが、残念ながら原因はつかめず。
This person called Seiya kept staring intently at me. What's going on?
幽霊のみがこの現象に巻き込まれている、そういうふうに見ていたのですが、あなただけは違うようですね。失礼ですが、これはあなたが原因ではと疑わざるを得ません。
Me?
何か怪しげな儀式でもされたのでしょうか。
No, I didn't. I've done absolutely nothing. I fell asleep in my classroom, and when I woke up, the whole world was like this. Do I have to keep explaining this? It's so embarrassing.
学校で居眠り、罰が当たったのでしょうか。
Just for sleeping at school?
今のは冗談です。
This guy. Oh my gosh. I just discovered something. That's not funny at all.
とりあえずここが異界だというのは間違いないのか。
おそらくは正式な隔離用でないことは確かです。
Well, I can't wait till Green Yoshi comes back. Cause something very interesting about this character. And somebody else he does a voice for.
この空間を元の学校に戻すほか、うつしおに帰る方法はないでしょう。
His words mirrored the girls.
とは言っても簡単にはいかないだろう。原因も分かっていないんだしな。
原因。
He stared at me, his eyes searching for something. He suspected me before. It's obvious he thinks this is somehow my fault. I haven't done anything, really.
そう思いたいのですが、私が調べ回ったところ、この空間に存在する聖者はあなた一人なのですよ。居眠りする前、何か前触れはありませんでしたか？おかしな現象があったなど。
Thinking back, all I could recall was I took out the college choice printout from my desk, but then I couldn't remember anything after that. Why can't I remember?
例えば居眠りする直前でなくとも最近おかしなことはなかったか？
The voice I heard before falling asleep. Yeah, tell them. Speaking of which, I heard some strange voices right before going to bed a few days ago.
もうすぐです。もうすぐあなたを闇へ誘う準備が整います。暗闇に落ちても恐れず立ち向かって。あなたには乗り越える力があるのだから。
I hid under the covers, certain I had heard that voice. I fell asleep right after, so maybe it was just a dream. I shared my story, though still unsure. They all fell silent, leaving me wondering if I was wrong to tell them. Are they annoyed? Do they think I'm just rambling about some dream?
闇へ誘うという言葉、具現化されたとしか思えんが。
Kureha glanced at the others, seemingly asking them to chime in.
同意見よ。この世界を作り出したものの言葉にしか聞こえないわ。
うつしおから聖者を一人連れ去るためこのような世界を作り出すとは神の仕業だとしか思えません。
A deity? The sudden introduction of gods into this discussion left me stunned.
つまり彼女は神隠しにあったという
I've
こと。
been spirited away.
まあ確定ではないですがこのようなことができるのは神ほどの力を持つものでなければ無理でしょう。
Spirited away? Sayaka's words echoed in my mind.
成見ヶ浜も昔から神隠しが多い土地って言われてるんだよ。何しろ行方不明者が全国平均の 1.9 倍。特に大きい事件は戦後の1949年。なんと7人も神隠しにあったとかで、これは当時の新聞欄を賑わせて。
Was I really spirited away?
もし神様の力が働いたのなら、こちらもそれと同じことをしたらどうかしら。
まさかあなたが過去やったようになさるのですか？
What are you two talking about?
神隠しには神隠しで対抗するのよ。
Oh, spirited away inception. She then approached me.
あなたが神隠しにあって、どういうわけか学校ごと異界に飛ばされた。それなら今度はあなたの手で神隠しを起こすのよ。
How can I do that? That sounds impossible.
いいえ、できるのよ。帰る方法があるのならこれしかない。あなたに神隠しを起こしてもらうわ。
Interesting. Wow. To force my own spiriting away. It wasn't just me. Even Kureha looked surprised. So, I'd use similar power to return this entire space to the mortal realm. Is that the idea?
ええ、そうよ。
失敗すれば隔離を側へ行くことも考えられますが。
それなら他に方法はあって。
Hold on. I don't even know how to begin thinking about the spiriting away process. I'm not a deity. I don't have powers like that.
それは俺も思うところだが。
With this, Kureha turned to look at the girl.
起こす方法を知っているから提案した。 そうだろ。
ええ、そうよ。聞いたことはないかしら。学校の七不思議をすべて呼び覚ませば神隠しに会うという噂を。
Sayaka mentioned something like that too.
学校の七不思議をすべて起こすと神隠しに会う。
Oh, I haven't heard that one. Is it a local legend too? Which school is it about?
これはネットにあったものでね、どこっていう場所は載ってなくてさ。七不思議はこの現実世界にはありえないもの、つまり聖者の領域を侵す事象だから、それを全て起こすと境界線が揺らぐ。気づけば辺りは赤に染まり、この世のものではない景色が広がって、そうなれば最後もう元の世界へは戻れない。
But isn't that just an urban legend?
私の時代にもその都市伝説があったのよ。そしてそれは実証されている。私がそれを成し得てしまったのよ。
You caused a spiriting away? The girl looked melancholic and nodded slowly.
神隠しを起こした少女。
Kureha murmured, seemingly knowing something, and turned away.
私は当時通っていた学校で七不思議をすべて呼び覚ました。
Queen Yoshi, welcome back. Well, let me tell you what you missed. So there was a story about a girl in the nurse's office. Yeah. Girl in the nurse's office. She bandaged me up, and I decided that, like, we were definitely wrong about the first ghost, so maybe they're all just a bit misunderstood. And apparently, like, her backstory is like she looks for friends in the nurse's office to, like, pull you to the other side, but that's not what happened. And then Kureha shows up. Anyway, so we're all there. Okay, so the third or another guy comes in. He's the white-haired one with the tendrils. And he is like, what did they call him? Like a warder of hell. Basically, he's like kind of like the sheriff, the police sheriff of like the ghost sheriff, right? Like he keeps order or something like that. But yeah. He's still in this room, so he'll probably talk in a second. So she's talking about the other story about, like, we've been spirited away. No, I say cop, that's not what I mean. Like, he's in, like, a position of authority in the sense of, like, he has to put things in order, is kind of, like, the sense. But, yeah, so we've been spirited away, so now we're trying to, like, counteract the spiriting and then spirit us back. So that's what they're asking me to do. I told them about the voice before I fell asleep, and they were like, oh man, that's probably a deity. And it's like, what? Alright, here we go. Here's the white-haired guy. I was waiting for you to come back because I found out his voice actor, his Japanese voice actor, also does Raphael from Love and Deep Space. I can't believe it. After a brief pause, she glanced at Seiya.
そこで出会ったのが聖夜さんよ。地獄で聖者一人、化け物に襲われて、聖夜さんが助けに入ってくれたわ。
Yeah, he saved her. So that's why they're friends. They met before, but he hadn't met red-haired guy. So we're figuring out the 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon in this ghost world right now.
助けたとは言えません。結果的にあなたは亡くなったのですから。
Look how cool he looks though. Look at the detail on his shirt. That's cool.
気に病まないで。現実から逃げたくて神隠しを行ってしまった私が愚かだったのだから。
Yeah, like it sounds like he punishes bad ghosts or something. Despite her words, Seiya continued to frown. So she died because she spirited herself away? She jumped off the roof, is what they said earlier. Seiya had mentioned that such acts were difficult without divine powers. But even without divine powers, humans could still cause it if they knew how. Oh yeah, that's the other story. So she has been spirited away before, and that's why she's like, you can do it too. It's like, what? How? But that means can I ask something? I cautiously raised my hand. Everybody looked at me, making me even more nervous. After hesitating for a moment, I decided to voice my concerns. Given what you just said, it sounds like forcing a spiriting away is very dangerous for humans. If I try to spirit myself away, I might end up in hell, in the hidden realm, in which case, wouldn't I end up just like her? I kept that last bit to myself, but the thought weighed heavily on my mind. Given that everyone was trying to find a way to return, perhaps it was selfish for me to worry about only myself, but I'm scared of dying. I don't want to do this.
そうよね。ごめんなさい。あなたへの配慮に欠ける提案だったわ。本当にごめんなさい。
Oh, it's okay.
彼女にさせるべきではないな。もっと安全に帰る方法があるはずだ。
私もそう思うのですが、あまり時間は残されていないかと。
Just looking at all their costumes. Seiya looked at me with a grave expression on his face.
ここの空気は確実にあなたを蝕んでいくでしょう。本物の隠れ家である地獄ほどではありませんが、幽霊と共にいて正気でいられるはずもなく、ここの空気のよどみはあなたの体からぬくもりを奪っていく。聖者には厳しい環境なのは間違いありません。他の方法を探っているうち死ぬでしょう。
Oh boy. Oh boy. The seriousness of Seiya's tone was enough to let me know for sure. He's not exaggerating. He's telling the truth. Then, despite the risks, I would likely have to try to force a spiriting away.
これは私の勝手な考えですが、神のご意志で神隠しにあったのなら、神には何か思惑があるはず。戯れなのか、彼女を思ってされたのか、分かりかねますが、何にしても神は今も彼女を見ていらっしゃるでしょう。
You mean right now? I knew there was no way for me to see it, but that didn't stop me from looking around. This is way more than just creepy. This is genuinely frightening.
大丈夫だ。そばにいるから。
Yay! Look at that reassuring smile. Hold my hand. Carry me. He patted me reassuringly. His simple act of kindness began to put my fears at ease.
神が見ているからなんだという。話が見えないぞ。
もし神様のお気に召せば、神隠しを起こした際、うつしお側へ戻るよう手を貸してくださる。
Seiya's approving nod caused me to think. If that's the case, then using this spirited away method might not be as dangerous as I thought. Maybe that really is the way home.
お前はどう思う？
Kureha seemed keen on putting my wishes first. Worried as I was, if doing nothing meant death, then I had to take my chances. I'm going to try to force a spiriting away.
それなら俺は お前に協力しよう。無事にうつしおへと帰れるようにな。それに俺も帰りたいんだ。あちらには幽霊の友人がいるからな。
Ooh, can I save everybody?
私にも協力させてくれないかしら。あなたに私のような思いはさせたくないの。
My ghost friends! Thank you, both of you. Their willingness to help moved me. Oh, I expressed my gratitude with a deep bow. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. As I looked up, I was met by their comforting smiles, which caused me to smile in return.
さっきの話の通りなら時間が限られている。ここの空気にやられる前に今すぐ動くべきだろ
う。Right. So could you tell us more about how the spiriting away process works? The girl nodded and began her explanation.
あなたは成見ヶ浜高校に伝わる七不思議をすべて知っていて？
Well, I concentrated, trying to recall all I could, and began sharing what I knew. I only know about the ones my friend told me about. Firstly, there's Karakara.
それは俺の噂話だ。
I nodded in agreement with Kureha. Also, I glanced towards the girl.
保健室の少女ね。私だわ。
So that was her after all. I didn't know what she thought about the rumors, but out of the 7 wonders, I sighed in relief that 2 were already here. And then there's Hanako of the toilet on the 2nd floor. Oh, there is a bathroom ghost, Green Yoshi. And there's an anime series called Hanako of the toilet, I think. Plus, the library's wish-granting book. A slight shiver ran down my spine as I thought of the next wonder. Hanako! Lastly, on the central stairwell, between the 1st and 2nd floor, there's a grasp of the mirror. Gotta go. Gotta go. That's all I know. Just those 5.
あと2つね。私はここにいるばかりだから、あまり噂話には詳しくなくて。
Gotta get everybody's puzzle piece.
なら、他の幽霊に聞いて探せばいいな。
Ghost friends, activate!
あら、あなたも知らないのね。
怖い話は得意ではなくてな。
Oh, oh, Kureha. He's a big chicken. Chicky. Huh? I would have thought ghosts would all be into that kind of thing. Though, maybe I'm stereotyping a bit there.
それなら、あとの2つは私が探すとして、あなたには分かっている分の七不思議を呼び覚ましてもらうわ。
So that will be my role in all this. I listened, feeling the weight of the task ahead.
手順だけで言えば簡単よ。その1、目の前に現れた怪異が本当に七不思議に該当しているのか確かめる。その2、怪異から本当の名前を教えてもらう。呼び覚ました証拠としてね。
Their real name? Her words reminded me of what Kureha mentioned about saying my own name out loud. If it can be used to curse someone or confirm they've awakened, there must be so much power associated with names. I guess that's how a mere human could get spirited away.
今の手順を怪異と会話することでこなしていくのよ。
So, I really do need to talk to them.
聞き方によっては教えてくれないばかりか精神的に参ってしまうような出来事が起こるかもしれない。だから十分に気をつけてね。
Right. After encountering the boy in the mirror, I had a sense of what that felt like. It was just psychologically draining. The thought of having to talk to these ghosts and potentially losing my mind was almost too much to bear.
俺は彼女についていこう。危険な目に遭わせられないからな。
Protect me. Thank you. Having you by my side definitely makes me feel safer. Oh, he's blushing. expressing my gratitude, I thought I saw Kareha blush slightly. Oh, look how his face softened up. It's probably just the red glow here.
私はさっきも言った通り残りの2つを探すわね。
Thank you. That would be very helpful.
こんなこと言ったら気を悪くするでしょうけど、今の状況なら神隠しを起こしやすいわ。
I don't think I'll have to jump off the roof for it.
この世界だからこそ霊感がなくても幽霊の姿が視認できて発見しやすいのだから。
I suppose that's true. I never thought of myself as someone with the power to see ghosts.
だからあなたがここの空気に侵される前に手早くこなしていきましょう。
Her optimism was infectious and gave me the motivation to press on. I'll give it my all. Seiya, who'd been quietly observing until now, looked up and began to speak.
この世界だからこそ、その点で言えば曖昧だからこそ起きていることがあります。まず幽霊が聖者や物質に触れられること、逆に聖者も幽霊に触れられること、他にも何か写しよではありえないような断りに反していることはありませんでしたか？
I guess I would have to say... I'm dragged into the mirror. The grasp of the mirror ghost nearly dragged me into the mirror.
鏡の中の？
Something wrong? I guess I didn't realize we're on chapter 2 now. Give it a save. Some good game hygiene. Actually, now that we have a game plan, I think that's probably a good place for me to stop. We got a good 2.5 hours in. We got prologue and 2 chapters in. Seems like we're on a path. So yeah, I think I'll call it here for tonight. But maybe I can, you know what? Maybe I'll try and start earlier next time, and then then I can play a little bit longer or something. Yes, Green Yoshi, thank you so much for coming and hanging out and chatting with me the whole time. That was really fun. I'm so happy that I could share this with you. Like I said, I'll definitely let you know when I have a Discord up and running, and then I'll update when I'll be streaming next, because a week from now it's gonna be Thanksgiving, so I probably will. I'll be streaming on Iriam, but I don't know if I don't know. I'll see how I feel about. I probably won't stream this game on Thanksgiving. I'll just do a short little something on Iriam. If you want to pop by, say hi, or if not, if you want to spend time with your friends or family enjoying your meal, that's totally fine too. So I do hope you have a really happy holiday season. Happy Thanksgiving week, and all that good stuff. So yay. Yeah, sure, no problem. Yeah, I'm still figuring that all out too. So, but yeah, with that, thank you so much. Have a great rest of your night. Enjoy your weekend, and I'll hope to talk to you again soon. Okay, thanks so much. Bye-bye.